Hi! Hi, I'm Eternal Marie, and today I'm going to talk about 7 ways to learn to love yourself. Now, before I get into this, not everyone is the same, which means not every one of these things might not work for you, but they might work for someone else. So let's get into it. First I want to talk about is photos and selfies. Sorry, that's the birds in the background. Yeah, it's photos and selfies. Since they have a lot of impact on people and on you, maybe not, but sometimes they have an impact on me, and when I see a selfie that I don't like and I look horrible, it makes me feel so down and sad about myself. But I found out that I take better selfies outside than inside. I know there is a setting on the phone to do inside settings, but I like the natural light. The natural light to me just looks so much way better. And the natural light looks so much way better, which makes my selfie look so much better. It makes my face more clearer. And also I realized a couple hours after my shower, taking a selfie outside makes me look really good. Now, I'm not bragging, I'm not saying that I look fantastic. I'm just saying that I look better than an average selfie I would take inside. So there's a way, so that's a way to see, so that's a way, I don't know what I'm doing. So by me having that selfie, the selfie I took outside on my phone, I look back onto it saying, wow, I look really good in that today, or when I took that. And so I come back to it feeling good about myself. Now, another way you could do this is also by deleting your bad photos. Now, I'm not saying go ahead and delete all your photos, because you need to keep them from memories, and well, you should be able to keep them from memories. I would, but like, if there's a really horrible photo that makes yourself feel really bad about yourself, then delete that and switch that to a selfie that you look very good in. Now, another thing is that if you're not photogenic and you don't like any of the selfies, try different angles, find your good side. Everyone has a good side, either that's your face or the different angles of your body, because doing a front selfie sometimes can be boring and just doesn't look flattering. Like, there's also other ways, I think, on internet to find different ways of doing poses, and also you could just look, I don't know, at other people's Instagram and say, oh, I'm gonna try that pose, and then you end up actually liking that pose, and you're like, I like that pose more, it makes me look so much better in that photo than whatever this one is. Okay, my next thing is, if you're on social media and you're worried about people judging you or writing nasty comments, I'm pretty sure this is a very simple one. I'm pretty sure there's always a setting where you can turn off commenting, if that makes you feel so much better, and you won't have to worry about people commenting mean things, or you're just embarrassed or shy. Then you won't never know, and if anyone says anything bad about yourself. Hopefully they don't, yourself, but hopefully, you. But hopefully no one ever does that. But if it makes you feel so much better to turn off commenting, then just turn off commenting. It's just very simple to do so. I think I have done it once, but then I didn't like it. I like seeing what people say about me, even if it's negative. I still like seeing comments. I don't get comments much, which I think is a good thing. My next thing is jealousy. If jealousy makes you feel so much bad about yourself, then if you're jealous, then I don't know, I can't just say stop being jealous, because I can't really say that. But let's say if you're jealous about your friend who's in a relationship, and you're so jealous that makes you really sad and you want a relationship. Well, think about the positives of being single. I actually have done a video of positives of being single. It's not the best, but I think it's five things. It's not the best, but it's an idea. So you can watch that and see that being single isn't the worst thing in the world. I even thought being single was the worst thing in the world. Like when I was in high school, a lot of my friends got into relationships and made me feel so sad about myself that I wasn't in a relationship. But then after a while I realized that, wow, single isn't that bad. You can do so much things being single. You do not have to have a relationship. I think that's just a lot of the world works like that. Like your parents, relationship, they have kids and then they expect you to be in a relationship and have kids, and that's kind of how some of the world works, which is doesn't always have to be your choice to go in a relationship and have kids, unless you're forced that way, which hopefully you're not forced that way. But being single, there's so much blessings of being single. You can do so much as well as being in a relationship, but you can also do so much without being in a relationship. Like if you have friends, do stuff with your friends. If you don't have friends, there's also positives of being alone. There's not everywhere you have to go, you have to have someone. Now I suffer from social anxiety, so it's hard for me going places by myself, but I want to slowly get there, and I really don't enjoy being by myself. But as I get older, I have to realize that there's so much things we have to do by ourselves. So yeah, I'm still learning with that as well, still learning to do things by myself. Now, the next topic I want to talk about is saving up for something you really want. Now, I'm not saying for a nose job, like if you don't like your nose, I'm not saying don't unless you really want to, but I wouldn't say to change yourself for someone else. But if you really want to, then it's your choice. I'm not here to force you to say no or yes to something. But for me personally, I'm saving up for laser hair removal once I get a job, that is. Yeah, I'm still trying to get a job. I've been applying and I'm currently volunteering at a place, so I'm really trying to get a job. But my thing I want to save up for is laser hair removal, because that is the one thing that I'm very self-conscious about, is my hair. Like even when I shave, it grows back super fast, so I really just want it all gone so that I can look good in bikinis without worrying about hair popping out, or wear some nice shorts without like hair on the back, without forgetting to miss some hair when I shave. So that's something I really want to save up. Now it doesn't have to be like that. It could be like maybe shopping makes you feel so much better about yourself. Maybe you want a bag or something to carry stuff in, if it makes you feel so much better about yourself. Like everyone's different, so saving up for something doesn't always mean that you want to change yourself, like change your face or eyes or nose or whatever you want to change. It can also be about things you want to get to try and help you in the future, like a house or etc. The next thing I want to talk about is getting outside more. Now this is something that it was hard for me to do, and it still is hard for me to do since I'm still in my house. But getting outside your house doesn't always mean to go to the shops. It can also mean if you have a backyard or front yard, you can spend some day out in the garden or just out in the sun, which makes me feel so much better about myself. It just relaxes me, gets me away from the trouble, even though I'm still in the house, but I'm more away from the house, if that makes sense. Like, I'm still in the backyard but not in the house, so I'm outside but still in my house, if that makes any sense. I don't think that made any sense of what I said then, but yeah, getting out in the sun or just outside in general, raining or not, just don't. No, Sarah! Sorry, my dog came in and she's gonna knock this over, and yeah, so that's why I'm angry. But yeah, getting out, but but getting outside more, yeah, can help you relax and that. Like for me, the beach relaxes me the most, so I like going to the beach a lot. Even in the cold, rainy weather, I still like going to the beach because it relaxes me, and it's just something about the beach and the ocean that relaxes me the most. Everyone's different. You may say the city relaxes you most, so then go more into the city if you can. You don't always have to spend stuff to go to the city. You can just look around, what's it called, window shop. Yeah. Now my last final topic is stop comparing yourself to other people you see on the social media. I don't know why I did that, but stop comparing yourself. Oh, thought that was spider then. Stop comparing yourself. The world is huge, and there's a lot of people that are fake out there also on social media. They may be faking all the things. It may be totally different to what they say, but you know you're real. And they might be born into a family who's very wealthy and rich and have a very lovely life, but they could have very bad problems in that relationship. And also I think it's kind of cool to not actually be born in a very wealthy household, because then you have the responsibility to work up for your money. So you work for your money, you do a lot. And a lot of people like that more, when people work for their money instead of just being in a family that's very wealthy and they just do whatever they do because they have their parents' money. But I think it's more achievement to actually work for your money, and like I think it's just more, I don't know really what to say here, but it's more to work up. What am I saying? I guess I'm trying to say it's just more of achievement to work up, and then you can look back at yourself and say, whoa, I was there and then I'm now over here. I'm very proud of myself. And also, as well as relationships and that, there are many people in the world, and not everyone's going to love every drop dead person, let's say drop dead person on the internet. They will most likely probably love someone who's real, not fake. Okay, I'm not sure if any of that made sense. I'm not really good with talking or anything like that, but I really hope that some of these things at least help someone. Yeah, I'm not a person to be talking to about advice because I have no idea how to communicate, but at least one of these things help you, I'll be very happy. So I'm Eternal Marie, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!